man. We stay strapped, man, I'm talking no condom. Man's wanna be my drip, cause they think so slick, but you can't be me so fun. Yeah, baby, better man, yeah. Say I know, say I better than me. Them man wanna bear me, cause they really wanna bear me. Bear me, tell me who, baby, better man.
The whining champion, the whining master, saving one life at a time with his dance move on the gal. One Whine. How you feeling, bro?
Feel good. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy that I can whine. That I'm able to captivate audiences across the world and whatnot. You know, doing things that are true to my nature. You know, just really being myself.
Respect. So no lie, bro, like I really have to put my hats off to you because you really grew this from scratch. I mean, scratch, bro. You already know, like we had our initial conversations, bro.
Right.
And I'm just like, word, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like it sounds smooth, bro, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta do your thing.
Right.
And you really did your thing, bro. Like, and I just gotta salute, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just
Appreciate
love
it.
that because I always have people coming to me and, you know, yeah, I do this, I do that, but it's just always like 6 months later, you don't see them around. You know what I'm saying? A year later, you don't see them around, and like
No real progression.
yeah, no real progression, and just like no perseverance. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, cause shit's always up and down, bro, regardless of what you're doing.
Right.
But going back to you, what methods? How have you built your business up to a point where people are flying you out, bro? You know, to turn their fets up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's like? I mean. If anything, start off by saying exactly like, you know, what one wine can save a life is.
Okay, so
Let's start off there.
what one wine can save a life is, I would say that one wine can save a life is a lifestyle that involves freeing up of oneself, becoming one with nature, basically enjoying the best parts of life fully. And, you know, all while catching a wine.
I feel that. So, kind of going back to the question, how would you say you have kind of built your business up, you know, to this point, bro, where, you know, you're being recognized for the vibes that you bring to you know, people's event spaces.
Right. What was the question again?
The question is like, how would you say you've built the business up to that point? Like,
Well, I
how would you
mean,
say you've built the brand?
I
up to
will
that
say,
point?
I will say, for one, social media has played probably the biggest part.
Okay.
And me getting the brand out there, just for me being recognized by these people who then in turn, you know, flew me out or may have had me host an event or whatever the case may be. On top of, you know, like I said, just being natural and being myself. Whenever I'm in a fete or a party, and my favorite soca songs playing, I'm gonna start the party.
Right.
I don't have no qualms about being that person to get the party jumping. I know I just enjoy myself, and it kind of is contagious when people see you enjoying yourself fully. And soca's the kind of music that brings people together from
That's for sure.
all different races, nationalities, creeds, you know, sexual orientations and what have you. Soca has that ability to, you know, as I said, save a life. You know, like, you know,
one wine. My God. Like, just kind of moving forward. I definitely feel like you answered that real well, bro. What prompted you to even want to start though? You know what I'm saying? Like how have you grown? Like, is it just you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what prompted me to want to start the brand, the business?
Yes. Like, what?
Well, I want to say about 3 years ago, I was getting ready to graduate and get my bachelor's degree, and I kind of felt like I was at a dead end. Although I was about to graduate, I as fulfilled as I did when I was like, there would be school breaks, or sometimes I might just, take a break on my own and I'd travel to, say Toronto or Miami or just any place where the Trinidad, Barbados, all these places, and I play mass, and you know, it kind of, get right.
Yeah. My man. You already know, bro. So all right, so I would say from the outside looking in, you definitely grown as like a person. You know what I'm saying?
Right, definitely.
When one can save a life, you're trying to, give out this lifestyle to people or exude this lifestyle that, like people are being are attracted to at this point.
Right.
I seen a post, you were kind of, bigging up, all everybody, like all preferences.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? To really be able to rep the brand. Like you had the gentleman that had the female attire on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How do you hope to expand the brand? You know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously you don't want to shut the doors on anyone when it comes to a vibe that should honestly have anybody feeling good. So
Yeah, and that is very contagious.
yeah.
You said,
How do you plan to expand?
how do I plan to expand the brand?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that guy in particular, that was actually over this weekend. I spent a weekend up in upstate New York doing a lot of promo shoots for the brand itself. And, he just so happened to be along with a friend of mine that lives up there. And I don't know. I feel as though vibes can't be denied to anyone.
Word.
Because, like, for instance, whenever you're on the road and you're playing mass and you got your costume on, you're feeling good, your favorite soca song's playing, endless rum in your cup.
Yeah.
You're getting your money's worth, but it's that feeling of euphoria when you kind of just space out and just, like, you living your best life, one wine at a time.
Nah, I feel that. So, I mean, I know you got, like, the clothing. You're definitely hitting event spaces, things like that. Do you see any other lanes that, like the brand could potentially hit?
Well, I actually have a section in the in Boston Carnival.
Okay.
And shout out to Misfits Carnival Band Boston. This is my first time actually having a section. As you know, a section is just you basically having your particular sections within a band. So I have the One Wine presents the Gauntlet section. Look for us on the road. Cambridge Carnival, Boston Carnival, Worcester Carnival with Misfit Carnival Band. We're purple and gold. Look for the Whine man, the man who felt in the most ways, and you're gonna know it's my section.
My guy. Last question, man. Last question before we end off. How did you get, by like the BS, like people who didn't understand like what you were doing and didn't understand why blessing you for your services were beneficial?
Well, that's actually a funny question because initially I didn't have the BS.
Okay.
I felt like I had a lot of support because, I was doing something that a lot of people enjoyed and do, and it was common. It's common within the Caribbean culture and the Caribbean community. The BS didn't really start to come until I started to get these accolades, like winning the trips and, having these business partners across, different cities, my own section, and even more stuff to come. There's a lot of things that I have coming. But, like I said, it didn't really start to come until after. So, it came as a shock because, I felt like, what I'm doing, anyone can do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything that's, that special, but for some reason, it's still able to captivate so many people.
Respect. My God, man. Any shout outs, bro? Where can people find you? Don't forget to end off with that too.
Yeah. First of all, let me shout out the original One Wine, everyone I started with, Kyle Walker, Mr. NFL. 617, Darnell, Benoit, Lynx,
The guys.
Kwame, Steve, Yosh. Shout out to Carnival Hunters. Shout out to Sokatology. Shout out to One Wine Can Save a Life. Shout out to Misfits Carnival Band. Shout out to all the dancers. Shout out to Riz.
Bless. Today's the anniversary.
Definitely, man.
You know.
And then, not to cut you off, but I felt like, when that happened, that kind of sparked something in me. That kind of, because it was like around that time when I started to kind of branch off and do my own thing and go to all these carnivals and get recognized. Because it was just kind of like I was in somewhat of a dark place, but like I just knew, just have the conversation I had with him and the time I spent with him, that I had to do something.
Facts. I genuinely feel the same thing when it comes to me and how I looked at him as an older homie when it comes to the museum TV. Like,
Right.
When he passed, it was just like, all right, like, I gotta do something. Like I'm bullshitting at this point.
Right.
So yeah, bro. Not to end off on a somber note. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Rizlan T. You know what I'm saying, my guy. Yo. One, appreciate you sitting down with me, bro. Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Appreciate being on the museum.
Yeah, I'm saying, my guy, nigga being flown out everywhere and all that. So stop by.
Definitely.
Big love, bro.
Okay.
All right, my guy.
All right, man.
We'll see y'all next time. You already know it's the Museum TV, Boston's premiere vlog, man. We're exhibiting stories out here, y'all.
So yeah, baby, better man, yeah. So you better than me, that man wanna pay me, cause you really wanna pay me. Tell me who, baby, better man, yeah. So you better than me, them girls wanna say me, cause they wanna be with me, yeah. I know you see the swag when I'm flexing. Pretty bad girl, just be checking. You wanna be next.
Hey, it's Noble, creator of the Museum TV, and I just wanted to thank you for tuning into Boston's premiere vlog. If you like this video, please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'll leave a few other videos around here for you, just so you can see how we're exhibiting the culture stories.